over 3 years, she still considers herself a beginner yogi who enjoys practicing the postures to build strength and flexibility, but enjoys learning about the original purpose for yoga and sharing what she learns about yoga with others. Her speech is entitled Yoga, the 8 Limbs to Bliss, and is a 5 to 7 minute speech. So please welcome Lisa Heckman.
Welcome, fellow Toastmasters and honored guests this evening. When most people think of yoga, they think of a person with a flat belly and a sculpted yoga butt.
What's that?
Or they think of the person who is capable of performing graceful and artistic poses that require strength and flexibility that seem superhuman, that the average person may not be able to do. Yet this is only a small portion of what yoga really is. It's not the essence of yoga, nor the purpose for becoming a yogi. Yoga is first and foremost a spiritual journey that is meant to invite a person to meet and greet their inner divine self, which is accomplished by a discipline of controlling the mind. There are 8 limbs to yoga that help lead a yogi on the spiritual path towards enlightenment. And it frees them from feeling self-imposed or learned restrictions or limitations. The person known or given the most credit for devising and creating the 8 limbs of yoga is Patanjali, the father of yoga. He wrote these limbs during his lifetime, which is supposed to have occurred between 200 BC to 200 AD. And he had the intention of creating it as suggestions for living a better life. And who among us would not want to live a better life? The first limb of yoga is called yama. And this is where the yogi learns to treat others and themselves around them through observances of nonviolence, trust and honesty, non-stealing, non-lust, and non-possessiveness. In the second limb of yoga, known as niyama, the yogi learns to treat themselves with purity, where they learn how to treat their body as a temple, with contentment, how to have appreciation for all the yogi has and all that they possess. Austerity, showing a discipline of mind, body, and spirit. Using sacred texts, texts that are any books or materials that are used to grow and inspire learning. And an awareness of the divine, being devoted to whatever they view as sacred, whether that sacred be God, Buddha, nature. In the third limb of yoga, asana, this is the most commonly known limb of yoga. It's the postures limb that we use in the Western Hemisphere as a workout. But the true essence of asana is to prepare the body for meditation. A yogi masters these postures to free their body of any restrictions and tension and restlessness, and opening their mind from distractions and for the meditation. They also begin to be able to control the breath, pranayama. Some modern yogis believe that a person's life is not measured by the number of days that they live, but by the number of breaths that they take. The practice of slow, deep, and rhythmic breaths purifies and removes distractions from the mind, allowing the mind to relax into a meditative state. yoga, Pratyahara, is where the yogi begins to be able to direct their attention inward and away from distracting senses. As they begin to master this limb of yoga, no longer will they feel the need to have to scratch the itch on their foot, or swat away that mosquito at their ear, or to grab for the popcorn in the bowl that just came out of the microwave. As they move into the sixth limb of yoga, dharana, the yogi can begin to concentrate on a single object or image, such as a flickering candle. And they can begin to do this effortlessly. A yogi knows that their mind is concentrating when there is no sense of passing time. From there, the yogi moves into the seventh limb, dhyana, where meditation occurs uninterrupted, no longer having to have that strict focus. This is a state of heightened awareness and oneness with their universe, where all the distractions dissolve and the calm achieved during the meditation spills over into their everyday life. And finally, the yogi reaches samadhi, what is called superconsciousness. This is where the yogi feels a oneness with the universe around them. And this is where they truly meet the divine within themselves. So the next time that you're going about your day and you're feeling a great deal of tension or restlessness, you're feeling a great deal of distraction from your senses pulling you here and there, pulling your focus away from where you need it to be, drop into a yoga studio and take a yoga class. And begin your own journey towards learning to control your mind and learning to find your own inner peace. Namaste. May the divine in me meet, greet, know, and love the divine in each of you. Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Lisa. You gotta love the meat and potatoes of our meeting, because after a speech like that, realize that despite the shaky opening, we know what we're here for. So if you would take a minute of your time and write a comment to Lisa,